right, it's great. Quick question. I just stay motivated to work out all the time, keep the fight alive. I am constantly finding every reason not to work out, where I get in decent shape and then I feel good, and I lose it when I go out and party or something. Any advice? Trevor. Trevor, just a quick question, but honestly it's a really long answer. But here it is. You gotta find that motivation, that spark, that fire inside of you that gets you going to the gym. If you're going to the gym only for the visual aspect, for what you see in the mirror, to look good, that's not enough fuel to get you up at 5:30 in the morning and go running when it's pouring down rain. You gotta find something else that's bigger than you, that you have to be part of and associate with. For example, me, my motivation, I'm kind of lucky here. My motivation is covers and stuff. So someone's gonna take a picture of me, and then the whole nation is gonna see it, and I don't want to look like some fat punk. You know what I mean? So that's my motivation right there. But you gotta find your own motivation. Here's some advice. The best thing to do is get a partner. Get a partner you're working out with, because those days when you're not feeling like you want to work out, well, your partner is. So you can't let your partner down. You see? So it's not just about you. It's about both people. Combined efforts coming together for maximum results. And there's going to be days where you're feeling all for it and your partner's not. So you guys can pull each other to find the best in you. Another sense of motivation you need to find is an end state goal. You've got to find something that's coming up in the future that you need to be ready for. That could be a wedding. It could be, you enter a contest, some bodybuilding contest. You're going to compete in a marathon or something. And then tell the world about what you're doing. Maybe it's a transformation. You see those before and after pictures. Maybe you're doing something like that. You've entered yourself in there. You're now held accountable. So there's a date ahead. Maybe it's 100 days from now, right? So then when you wake up and go work out, a lot of people are like, it's just, I'll do it tomorrow. But procrastinate, I'll do it tomorrow. It's always another day. But when there's a date out there that's set in stone, today's 100, tomorrow's 99, 98. Holy shit, it's coming. This thing's alive. You're now held to the fire and accountable for your actions. Having a date out there forces you now to see that there is not another tomorrow. That's the problem. Most people procrastinate and they think, let's work out tomorrow. I can do this, I can do that. That's not a big deal. I'll party tonight and everything else. So, 1, get a partner. 2, find an end state. Find something that you're actually training for. Find a purpose to your workout besides just looking good, That's not enough to keep you going. The other part of your email here is like, I get in great shape, and then I kind of lose it because, I go out and party. Any advice there? Well, yeah, man, you need a balance in life, right? You can't just train hard, eat right, sleep right, and not party or anything else because you're going to start hating what you do. You hear that a lot with people that have hobbies, right? For me, I love building furniture. It's one of my hobbies, right? But if I had to do that for a job, and so I had to go and build this furniture because there's deadlines and everything else, I would start to resent it. You know what I mean? So what I mean is you gotta have that balance. So yes, you do need to go and party and have a good time, but all in perspective. You take the next 3 months, right? And you have 2 visions. One is go out and have a good time, party, and live it up with your friends. The other is training for a cover, let's say, or we're training for the marathon, right? 5 years from now, when you look back on these 3 months, this 3-month stretch of your life, you're not going to remember these parties. You will not remember the parties. You will remember finishing that marathon and that picture you have on the wall and the trophy or something, or that cover. That's something that later in life you look back on and it builds a character of who you are and the confidence of what you are, and you're proud of it. Far too often, everybody's looking at today and they evaluate what means the most today, but it's not about today. Today is a means to the end of where you want to be later in life. So start looking into the future. Keep your eyes on the horizon. Keep your eyes on the prize, as they say. Stop thinking that today's party and the good times and everything else is everything. Because you know what? You don't go out tonight, right? You wake up in the morning fresh. You go to the gym where you go, hang out with your kids or you run with your dogs or whatever it may be. Do something healthy. You feel great. And you think, wait a second. Last week when I went out, I woke up and I was all hungover. I didn't get up till like 2 in the morning. And I was like, I lost the whole day. How do you feel then? Every action has a reaction. So you've got to put everything in perspective where you're not so worried about the now, you're worried about the later. And then everything, the motivation ends a lie.